Hey guys, today we're going to have a few of my watches take the watch polygraph. I haven't thrown some of these on there. This one that's on there right now is the Jade Monster, the Seiko Jade Monster. And I had not tested this one. I have not given this much wrist time, but I've worn it over the last couple of days. And I think that really, from my experiences, it seems to settle the watch in once it's like on your wrist and it gets some of that radiant heat off your body and everything. It just kind of like settles in. So I'm super happy with I got the sound shut off on, but it is scaling right now. And it's getting little blips because I keep bumping the table and in my voice and everything. But it's running, it was like +1 to -2. So, and then it's hovering around the 0. Right now, beat arrow is good. The lift angle is good. Everything, amplitude, everything looks good. That's, of course, dial up. As soon as you move them around, everything's going to change. But real happy with that one. That's that 6R15 in it, which, tell you what, I'm going to throw the Alpinist on there because that's another 6R15 I have. And I want to show you, granted, the Alpinist has taken a couple of hard hits. As you can see on the side of the case there, it's a little banged up and everything. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to put the protective coating on there, so get that to stop banging around. And this one, all I did was see if it'll take a minute for it to, or not a minute, but it'll take a little bit for it to settle in. You can already see there's issues. All I did was hand wind it. I don't even know if it has a full wind. Judging by the amplitude readout, I'm guessing it's not a full wind, but should get you a ballpark idea of what kind of performance you're going to get out of your watch. Just, it's one of those things, almost ignorance is bliss. And if you're like me, where you have many watches, the old saying is, guy with one watch knows what time it is. Guy with many watches has no idea. It's the same thing. All these watches, they die on me. I don't keep them wound and everything like that. I'll pick a watch up, wear it for a day, wear it for a few days, whatever. So it's not a big deal. Like most people, I prefer them to run a little bit quick. That's why I think every time I check the Alpinist, the numbers that it's thrown up are not super great. Like, it could use some work, but it consistently pulls a little bit fast. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone and embrace the fact that it is beat up and it is, not running at its peak performance, but it is, acceptable to me. So there's the other 6R15. I've had intermittent success with some Seikos. For example, again, this just has a quick hand wind on it. I'm going to throw my Orange Monster on and the dial up with a quick hand wind. And this is the 4R movement. Good enough. We'll go ahead and get that one set up. And I'm pretty sure this guy was running pretty slow. It was not performing very good. Oh, so the time grapher just fritzed out or something there. Here we go. Okay, so now it's going to read. It's going to say that the beat number was whack, but so beat. I mean, this one's, yeah, the Orange Monster needs some attention. So, but again, it's not a full wind, and I didn't wear it or anything like that. I was talking to Bruce actually about the Orange Monster because I'm a little possessive of it, to the point where I don't even like to take it off my wrist to show somebody or something like that. I like to know exactly where it's at and keep it on lockdown. But he's got a good watch guy out by him that he trusts, so I might actually send my Orange Monster to Bruce to have it cleaned up, to be leak checked, everything like that. Everything needs to be done on it, gaskets and everything, and get it regulated. Because, I'll play with it a little bit, but and I don't know, maybe I'll do it myself. We'll see. I'm hesitant to do it myself just because there's a lot of back and forth that happens, and I don't want to mess anything up. But the beat error is horrible. The the rate, you can do like a +7, -4. It's all over the place, but maybe I'm not giving it a fair shake. But when I was wearing it on a regular basis, it was running pretty slow. Like, it would lose like 10 or 15 seconds a day. So pretty bad, but, and that's only having that one a few years. We'll throw the 7S26 on. This is my SKX009. No hand wind on this one. I just gave it a few Seiko shakes, and let's just see what it does. Again, there's no way this is a full wind on this, so it's not going to be a good read on it, but let's just check it out anyway. And then I'm going to throw the turtle on there, which I did wind pretty good, and then I have a Certina, a little bit higher beat rate. I don't know if the time grapher likes me turning it on and off so much here. This is the 1900, which I do need to do a review on the watch Polygraph too. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it doesn't like the SKX. Maybe I got too much of this cloth on there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is mostly just because I didn't get a full wind on it. Look how low the amplitude is. Because this watch actually, this is part of the reason why I kept the stock movement. This was like one of the best performing 7S26s that I have seen. So this is just a quick shake. So it's not a fair, to try to get a read off this. So it needs a lot more winding on it. But that's with the 7S, you gotta work them a bit. So these are my personal watches, so I'm not even gonna put a protector on there. Oops, I forgot to stop. I guess it doesn't matter. This was some hand winding on this. This is a 4R36 and a Seiko Turtle. So, and this is kind of what I see across the board when I check out these Seikos. Some of them are really hit and miss and sporadic, and it's just bizarre. Like they're like consistently inconsistent. So they can be regulated and they can be set up better, but this one looks like it's running a little slow. So, but if I wanted to spend the time on this, I could bump this one up pretty easy. First thing you gotta do is clean up the beat error, and then you can start playing with the time and everything. So, but like I said, for how I wear these, that's not a big deal. And again, that's probably not a full wind. So let's check out the Certina, little Swiss action. See what this guy does. A lot higher beat rate. And I checked this one back when Jack first gave it to me, and it was running like really good. So again, I think there's something to be said about, it's not a fair test to just wind them up and throw them on here. I think you actually need to wear them. So like if I'm going to regulate, I'll probably wear it for a day or two and actually track the time on it and then confirm what I'm seeing on wrist to what I actually have numbers on the time grapher, and then adjust to there, because to me that's adjusted to a more real world situation. None of us just wind them up and leave them sit and think that that's going to be a good timekeeper. You want it on the wrist for a while. So, but I mean the amplitude really is good, the lift angle is good. The beat error is a little off, and I bet you that might not be 100% accurate because this was just a quick wind on it. But this one runs a little bit fast, and that's good. So anyway, just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of the watch Polygraph, and kind of fun. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. When you have so many, you'd rather not know. But I was really surprised with that Jade Monster. That was a good performer for today anyway. But like I said, I've been wearing that like 2 or 3 days now. So see you on the next vid.